Kua au atu I te kotahi rau rua te kau tau tātou e riri ana ki te karau, e pakana ana, e whawhai ana ki te karau. Kāre anō I wikitōria te karauna, kāre anō tātou wikitōria. Engari, e hia whakatipurana o ngai tūhoe e māmau ana, e noho riri ana, e pakana ana tātou ki te karauna. Tērā pēr kua tae te wā iaia nei ki te whakatau, ki te whakamoe I nā patu, ki te whakatau I tētahi kōrero, e anga whakamua I tātou, he mea ua tēnei. No te mea koe taho tūhoe nā I whānau riri mai kai te hia whawhai tonu mo ake tonu atu. Ko etahi nā, kai te titiro ki nā tamariki mokopuna, ki kia tītoko hia ke he ao hauke. Nā kupu o roto I nā kōrero rangatira. Let these words guide our way to a greenstone door, he tatau paunam, which looks back on the past and closes it, which looks forward to the future and opens it.
Well, next, a remarkable building project underway near Tāneatua in Bay of Plenty to make the country's first ever so-called living building. Tūhoe Tribal Headquarters has been designed to have no environmental impact and follows the strict sustainable building certification rules under the International Living Building Challenge. The whareho o Tūhoe is being constructed with locally supplied timber, including trees that have fallen in the Urewera. It also contains 250 solar panels, stores its own rainwater, and has state-of-the-art piling to ensure it's not affected by liquefaction in the event of an earthquake. More importantly, though, the Tūhoe Trust Board Chairman Tamati Kruger says the building represents the future for the iwi.
I think you raise a good point. I guess just turning the question around, do we have $15 million? And the answer is yes. If we paid $15 million for this, does that mean we're broke? No. Which just means that we have to set our priorities up. And what would be a great relief to us is that if we settle all of our claims with the government at the end of this year, then we won't have to tighten our bills up too much. This thing is just not another building. It is a statement about our commitment kia papatua nuku, kia rangi nui, ki te pūtai ao. And I think it does say that the things we say about our tikana, we mean them. So we're here to seek your endorsement as Tūhoe. Are we ready for this? Are we ready to move on? And no longer operating out of ideal garages and caravans. Those days are gone.
So this shows the building in its setting when all the planting is finished. And the idea is to have the building sitting eventually in a forest, so regenerating what was here many years ago. Ever since I've been involved, I've felt very close to Tūhoe. And I guess the big challenge for any architect, any designer, is to get to understand what the client wishes, what sort of a building they want and how they want to use it. And this has been doubly challenging, I think, with Tūhoe, because they were very secretive in what they wanted to do. They forced us to really strive very hard. And one of our other big challenges has been to not only design a building, but design a building which meets the living building challenge. This is something that has not been attempted before in New Zealand, and only 3 or 4 times on the west coast of North America.
So exactly what do you want me to do?
So
you're going to mark them up?
I think what we'll do, I'll mark it up. And I'll have to do it on the elevations and together.
Because when you mark that up, is that it? Is it going to be like that?
Well, if we get it right, it will.
We need a place to process dead animals and fish.
That's the most place.
Okay.
Because if the thermal envelope of the building is as good as you say it is, then fish guts in the kitchen is not a good thing.
No.
The
Okay.
dirt will
What I wonder is that, if there is actually just a gutting bench and sink with a hose out there.
We're having water tanks along here.
We can move them closer.
Here.
So how many guys have you got at the moment?
I've got to carry a dozen guys at the moment, so it's a bit of an even split with 6 carpenters and 6 hammer hands and labourers. Yeah,
cool.
But looking at the program and the amount of man hours that are involved, it looks like I'm going to have to employ some more staff to work inside of that program.
Yep. And so we've got a ROI process running with so we've got a series of individuals from Tūhoe that are quite keen to get involved.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be interested in interviewing those guys as part of that process?
Yeah.
Seeing if they're suitable?
Yeah.
So is there a goal that you're trying to achieve with the amount of waste that comes off the job or something?
That's part of the process.
To recycle 90 or 95%?
Because when you talk about adhesives and things like that, ultimately they come in plastic cartridges and all that sort of crap. I mean, is that going to be just discarded of, or?
Yeah, it will be. It'll be recycled in so we'll have a process there that will recycle it on site. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, you're right though. It's the packaging and all that comes with it. We're just got to be mindful.
You never need the packaging. You always need
right,
what's inside it.
That's right. It's a good point.
So,
right. Yeah.
We're just getting organised, just waiting for the team, and they're all going to head up the forest and do something for pay. Oh, well, we had a contract going, we were supposed to start today, and we had 2 weeks fencing to do, and they've cancelled it. Oh, they just, I don't know what the plan is, but it's better not to lie down, we're going to do something. Yeah, we've got to make a living, mate. Okay, bro.
Not too much. We might cook it.
Okay, sort of these foundations at set points, we're going to drive these piles into the ground.
This is the mould that you use to make the earth bricks. It's just a case of
picking up the clay with your hands and putting it inside here, and then you shake it, lift it off, and leave the brick there to dry just in the sun and the wind, like there's no machinery involved beyond the tractor. Is there anyone here looking for employment? Like that's something that you were thinking about? Oh, cool. Okay, well, I'll give you my card. I'm handling the registration of interest. If you just email me, I'll send you the forms that you fill out.
Ngā mihi o te ata. The Bay of Plenty Te Urewera and Tūhoe says it hopes to reach a settlement with the Crown by the end of this year. Speaking at a summit regarding the future of Te Urewera National Park, the Minister for Treaty Negotiations, Christopher Finlayson, said the park is an essential element of the comprehensive agreement with Ngāi Tūhoe.
And one has to know the history of the matter, that they used to have that kind of arrangement. They were pushed out of any form of administration of the park in the early 1920s, and in the rest of the 20th century their contribution was reduced to zilch, frankly.
How satisfactory is it, the situation that you have now, that it's going to be neither the Crown controlling it?
The relationship between Tūhoe and the Crown, which should have been defined by honour and respect, was instead disgraced by many injustices, including an indiscriminate raupatu, wrongful killings, and years of scorched earth warfare. The Crown purchased much of Te Urewera illegally, and its actions left Tūhoe bereft.
1870. Ka hatia e Tūhoe.
They're into the native land court.
Ka hatia mai reira.
They wanted to carry on the period of peace. Instead of fighting, they went to the native land court to try and get it back.
And then what happened? Did they get it back?
No.
So what's the
So
suggestion?
she just wants us to delete the number, 2.195.
No, Mr. Crew, we discussed this. This is where they stick shit in. We'll take it out.
Steady on, says Peter. The Crown doesn't do that.
So it should be 0.3.
You voluntarily gave the Crown your land.
So it's not a 0.3.
It's part of 2.194.
And so this isn't the area of land that the tribunal said should be returned?
Yes, it is. So the tribunal.
So this is Genesis owned then?
No, this is Treasury owned.
Please don't take it as a sign of offence or a lack of trust, but how do we know that Tawhiao is just going to be your 50 hectares and not anything else you make up on the day?
There's a map.
Yeah.
Hey.
How is that linked?
No, it's good. It will come off. Yeah, it's good. Good. Sweet. Awesome. Maybe now some people that will just assist the trainers will know, oh, yeah, I actually really enjoy making a mix. And this afternoon they will be making bricks. And then you can choose your people.
See, that's what we're trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not about just getting any old person in here. It's about us.
Yeah.
Hey, who you work with out there is who you work with over here. There's a different kettle of fish here.
Yeah.
Because really, if you think about it, we are your bosses too.
Oh yeah, I don't know who came. You know, we're just here.
Hello, don't go into those.
But anyway, what we're talking about is how to get us all involved in it. Yeah, that's what you want to hear. We talked about that. We're getting there.
We don't need to go through all that.
Yes, we do, because you just brought it up. It's about our mokapunas,
We're all
and
here
that's what they
to
want to
learn
know.
from these people. They got the skills.
We know what they got, Tad.
Our intention is to do what you want us to do. So we're not going to stand here and kind of like defend anything. We want to hear what you want to say, and we want to say, okay, how can we best assist you? And it's more than this group. And the higher intention that everyone here needs to be holding while we're going through this process is the good of Tūhoe going into the future. And so how tell us how, and we'll mould to suit that.
Yeah, I can see this being a good thing. I think it's just getting in there and having the experience and getting the knowledge from you, so, trying and working together.
With all the things that are in here, we are just on budget. I thought we should spend a little bit of time, if it's possible, on LDC, but maybe Tricia, you could just expand a little bit more as to what's happening.
With it being the Living Building Challenge, products that people normally use, we can't use because they either come from Europe or they contain a red list chemical. Every single piece of material in this building has to go on this tracking sheet, and we have to check that it complies with the red list and sourcing imperatives. And that has been a major, because in normal construction process, they're left for the contractor to source and procure, and they just go for the nearest product or the one they normally use. With it being the Living Building Challenge, we can't afford to have any slip-ups on site. We've got to make sure we're solid.
What's the place to be right here?
This is a tribal chamber. They reckon they can seat 500 in here at a meal.
They got a library in here.
They have a library, they have a cafeteria. It's,
The site is actually about half a K away from the main fault line. So the building is actually designed in a way that under extreme earthquake it will rock and move and sort of bounce back into place. There'll be some superficial damage, but the building will be able to be used in a civil defence emergency.
We're going to make a diaphragm. So what I mean by that is it's a solid structure, so you can push it and pull it from any direction and it won't move. And so all your flooring components are actually made out of these hollow round logs, and then they get press fit together. So we're not using any glues or anything like that. It's all those little joints, how they all get pushed together, and that all locks it in.
Dave, we'll have to put it back down, mate. Oh no, it's okay.
Oh, you got it.
Is that Louise?
Yeah.
Oh, we won't be out till late then.
Okay, why's that?
That's because Jerry's owed some tips and his mate doesn't get paid till 7:30.
Okay.
We need the money for our shopping tomorrow, so he said we should wait.
What time are you going to come out? Or are you going to have dinner before you come out, or?
Shall I text you when I
Oh, okay. Where's my moko at school? Oh, my moko. Okay, darling. Yeah.
Yeah.
My biggest concern right now is the stuff that's in the ground that I can't see.
Right.
Any services that's in and under?
So, well, the
Is
only
there anything-
services is HDPE plumbing.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. Anything else you can see with the exposed flooring if you want to go and have a look. Do you want to have a look inside?
Yeah. So that's what there is. HDPE pipe work and some wiring and concrete pipes in the ground.
Yep.
Manholes.
Yes, manholes are fine.
What about soak holes? The beauty of an LBC job is that it's quite simple. Minimising the suppliers, minimising the materials on site, you know, but yeah, it's going to get more complicated. Windows.
Yeah, so windows.
Yeah.
You fellas don't really know much about the building, what it's going to be.
We know nothing.
Hearsay, eh?
Yeah, that's like us.
We do get the paper up here, but none of what's going on with that.
Yeah, it doesn't give us the ins and outs of what that's actually going to be. And I know they had a road show, Matt and them had a road show, going around Rotorua, Whakatane, like a bus that goes around, and they were informing everyone from the start of the claims right through to where the building is now. I couldn't make it to any of those because of my work, you know. And I said to Matt, he goes, oh, I've been seeing you at the meetings. I go, look, bro, I've got a family to feed. If you fellas aren't going to help me with my family, I've got to help myself. So I can't come to those meetings because I'm busy trying to look after my family. Because if you're not going to help me with my family, and I said to Matt, bro, all I want is a house. You know, I've chased this for 11, 12 years, and all I wanted out of it, bro, was a house, and I'll even pay for the house, but I don't want to pay for it outright. You know, I want the Tūhoe thing to help us and say, well, we'll build your house, you pay us this much a week, and there's your house, mate. You know, and it's got to be at a price where it's not $200 where I have to stress out, maybe $50, you know. Yeah, and then, my kids can take over when I'm finished, you know. Come on, they're going to have the house after me, you know. So what's the hurry in paying it? What are they going to hurry up and spend it on what? And from what I understand, they can't get people at the meeting, so they have to make a decision with who they have. And that's been like that for years.
So if Ruatahuna does nothing today, in 10 years there'll be 500 of you. If Ruatahuna became the admin centre for Te Urewera in 10 years' time, what do you think that population would be? Double, at least, eh? At least. Then you can sustain a public water system, a recycling centre, a library, and footpaths and street lighting.
Which we already trying to fix ourselves.
But it just
supply our
runs
own water supply.
It runs it, right? Then, and in that becomes more jobs. Because what that means is they pay to the people to maintain them. So then what we know, this thing of sustainability, it's got to do with people. What will bring your families back to create that economy? Okay. That's why we've started with infrastructure.
I remember getting whacked for speaking Māori. We were the only native school in New Zealand. So, yeah, Tūhoe.
They understood that then if you took away the culture, the breakfast. If you take away their dance, their traditions, their leo, their tauhonga, you know, without that, that's the pillars of the Māori people, eh? The way I understand it, you hung on by a thread, bro. You hung on by a thread, and now you fellas are weaving, bro. Weaving a mighty rope again, you know?
The government tried to wipe out the Tūhoe people back in the day. They sent in all the troops to try and get rid of them, but kill them all.
Oh, when we went to the pub last week, I went outside, there was smoke, and there's these two elderly couple out there, or people, and yeah, they because they saw my Westico insulation, because one of them had a pink back insulation thing on, jacket on. I said, "Oh, you're working down at the Tūhoe?" And he goes, "No." Then he asked me if I was working down. I said, "Yeah." And the old lady that was with him just goes, "Damn, you dirty look." So I just put my smoke out and went back in at a bed.
Yeah, when I went out there, they were reminiscing about the good old days.
E te iwi o Tūhoe tēnā koutou. Nō reira ka whai atu tōnā ke tau parapara e te iwi. Ka naro rāku whenua, ka naro rāku tika. Mātau tauana te aroha. Mō mona ana nā iwi whai rawa. Tūpuhi ana te iwi whai rawa kore. Mai nā wā whitu te kau ka whakatūhi e tātou e nei hui huina. Mō te ha te take, ai mō te reo, ai mō te kapaka, e nari mō te ana whakabua. Whakatūhi atana whare. Whakatūhi atana whare ki te ana ki te o mārama.
Whakapau ana moni ki te whare kotahi. E he. Whakapau a tātou moni ki o tātou whare katoa, ki o tātou hapu katoa. Koe nei mātou aohine mataroa e kaha tohe ana, kaha nui ana te tohe ki tā wēnei e kia nei. Whakatūhia, whakapaua te kaumārima miriona tāra ki te whare kotahi nuaiho. He ki. Toru te kau mano tātou e hoama ana i Tūhoe. Ka uru katoa tātou ki roto i tērā whare. E nari mō tēnā.
Just hold this one, hold this side first. 5105. Yep. They're 30 mils apart. 30 mils apart. That's a lot to try and gain.
Oh, you ain't gonna see it, bro. You're not gonna see it. It's all right. Put a little piece in there. Because it'll be nice if the concrete could, you know, you could still have a little gap between the concrete and.
Not so much there.
Oh, yeah. I've been learning off Ivanski's, mate, the master. Those little quirks. He's a big fan of little quirks. Told me he doesn't feel old because he works with young people. Oh, that's good. Still thinks he's 20.
This is supposed to be in a pipe just hanging from here.
Yeah.
That should be
100.
Eh?
Bottom of it's 100.
Oh.
Yeah.
So there's a big gap there also. We better make sure. Oh, I've got that right. So that one, what's the blue one? Power.
Data, so that has to go above.
That's fine. Go above. And the bottom one is what?
They get pretty picky. They want a physical separation between fair and middle.
Well, don't you look at our drawings?
Huh?
Don't you look at our drawings?
No, I've been looking at them for the last couple of days.
The Pākehā architect who designed the Te Papa Museum and the Tūhoe Tribal Headquarters has died. Ivan Mersev was 83 years old. He's described by his peers as the quiet achiever of New Zealand architecture. He was the lead designer of the Tūhoe building, Te Wharehau o Tūhoe, where he developed a great rapport with the local iwi. A colleague, Ro Hoskins, says Mr. Mersev was sensitive to the design needs of his Māori and Pacific clients.
Tēnā rā kauna koe nā te tōtara. Ka rano ko tauru nei o tātou mai ka hina na herana tira kua hina te tōtara nui o te wao nui a tāne. Nā ko tēnā rā kau e koe nā te tōtara. Tātou a tūhoe waimaria ke tātou he na here tōtara. Ko kore ke nā here o e tahi o nā iwi. Ia karahiwi, ia mea, haramai no heu e nei kōrero. Kōrero wau mō hio e wākai te haramai. E putai we nei momo kōrero. Te kōrero hoki he whātau, hiri matau kua hoki katoa mai ki raro i a tātou te kāwena tā o Te Urewera. Kia hau, we had it all the time. It never ever left us.
Lovely. Should have been a builder.
And now to our feature guest this morning, who has led Tūhoe to an historic settlement with the Crown. The deal yet to be finally passed into law, but agreed on in principle by the iwi and the Crown, includes $170 million in cash, and crucially, giving Tūhoe guardianship over Te Urewera National Park. What will it mean down the track?
Well, we are not looking at building a wall around Te Urewera and charging you $100 to come in and take a photograph. Why? Because we don't own it in the Pākehā sense of that word. We don't own Te Urewera. And that's why in this new act, we are quite happy to live with our tikana that says no one owns Te Urewera. Not the Crown, not Tūhoe.
There are some steps to get through. There is
of course,
an initial...
And so the argument in negotiations was you could never take Tūhoe away from Te Urewera. Tūhoe does not survive if it is separated from Te Urewera. And the problem with ownership was bringing in a whole lot of other different sets of rules, priorities and language. And Tūhoe people were saying, well, having lived on this land by this rock and this river, that rule is not going to work here. I'm not talking to you about a personal preference. I'm talking to you about how and what this land needs in order for it to continue forever. Okay? So the Tūhoe culture are the behaviours, are the things that are precious or not that continue the permanency and the sustainability, the prosperity of that land. And Tūhoe people do that because they know that when the land is prosperous, it is the only thing that makes them so. There is nothing else that brings prosperity. It's only always ever the land.
Something was going in and out of the river and it was glowing, but they didn't really know what it was. And then all of a sudden, he come up out of the water and he put his face up and he says, "Kia ora, tamariki mā. Ko tani whāhau, ko hau te kaitiaki o tēnei awa." What was the name of the awa?
Ohine Matarua.
Ohine Matarua. It was his awa. And our little boy was freaking out. Hey.
And I told him, I told you should have picked your rubbish up.
That's right.
The taniwha.
Because the taniwha he was coming. And the taniwha said to him, what did he say?
This is your rubbish. Whose rubbish is this?
Yeah?
And then we pointed at T.
You pointed at T?
Everyone did.
Everyone pointed at the little boy. And then what did the taniwha say?
Don't chuck rubbish in the river or you'll get eaten next time.
Do you remember why we don't chuck rubbish in the river and by
You'll
the
get
river?
cursed.
No, do you remember that when you chuck rubbish in the river, what happens to those beautiful tuna?
They die.
And the fish?
They die.
They might, eh? How?
They're going to fish now. They can't breathe.
They can't breathe? They might eat it and they can't breathe? And the taniwha said, I think we better look after our awa, because this is our awa. And I think we better look after the whenua, because this is our whenua. And the taniwha only had little arms, so he couldn't pick up the rubbish. The kids needed to pick up the rubbish.
Now his teeth can get it.
His teeth could get it.
Okay, so
But what if the rubbish got stuck in his teeth?
Same thing, there's a beanie now. You can get it, Shane?
Okay.
Anna, you know, we were talking about how some things have gone back to the olden practice. And Ivan had come up with these. This is the Ivan going back 50 years.
Yeah.
This is what he suggested.
Because it lets the air go in.
It's
from the
great
white.
because for airflow you need that differential in height for good airflow and across. So we wanted low windows that we can keep open secure at night to do night purge.
Right.
So they can just stay open.
It's actually nice and cool in here, isn't it?
So the earth bricks do a massive amount of heat and coolth and moisture regulation. So when you go into the archive room, that will be totally earth bricks and it will just be such a stable environment that the air conditioning plant will hopefully hardly need to do a thing.
Amazing.
So minimising the energy from the plant by using the bricks.
Tūhoe has taken another significant step towards settling its Treaty of Waitangi claims with the initialling of a deed of settlement at Parliament today. The deed includes a $170 million settlement package, a Crown apology for treaty breaches, and a major change in the management of Te Urewera National Park. Our political reporter was at the ceremony.
Wade.
Man, our new normal, eh? Gee, what a gulf. Just good workmanship. What have you built is, you know, you have a perception that you're rough, tough. I'm looking at you and you look rugged. That's true, eh? They look rugged, unkept, unkempt, heathens, no moral code. But this is beautiful. So I'm struggling to get from that to this. Such a big deal they're doing.
To the iwi of Tūhoe, to the tipuna, the descendants, the hapu, and the whanau, the Crown makes the following long overdue apology. The Crown apologises for its unjust and excessive behaviour and the burden carried by generations of Tūhoe who suffer greatly and who carry the pain of their ancestors. Despite the hardship, Tūhoe and Tūhoetanga endure. Your culture, your language and identity that is Te Urewera are indistinguishable. Through this apology and settlement, the Crown hopes to honestly confront the past and seeks to atone for its wrongs. The Crown hopes to build afresh its relationship with Tūhoe and that this new relationship will endure for current and for future generations. Let these words guide our way to a greenstone door, Tātou Pounamu, which looks back on the past and closes it, which looks forward to the future and opens it.
and Tūhoe.